Hi, I am Sheikh Mahbub Basha. Welcome to my channel. Happy learning.
Hi students, welcome. This is ninth class, chapter 2, Laws of Motion. Welcome to the period 9. Today we will start with the conservation of momentum. The two body system moving one behind the other. After some time, they collide and continue to move in the same direction. The first body, its mass is m1 and velocity is from left to right and magnitude is u1. So its momentum is m1 u1 from left to right. And second body, its mass is m2. It is moving from left to right. Its velocity is u2. So momentum is m2 u2 from left to right. After collision, the m1 is moving with a speed v1 in the left to right direction. So momentum is m1 v1. And the other body of mass m2 is moving from left to right with a velocity v1 and its momentum is m2 v2. So let us tabulate the values we have observed. The table has 3 columns. In the second column, heading is marble 1, and in the third column, heading is marble 2, and in the first column, in the first row, the momentum before collision. Momentum before collision. What is momentum? Momentum is the product of mass and velocity. So for the marble one, mass is m1 and its velocity before collision is u1. Therefore, the momentum before collision will be m1 u1. For the marble 2, momentum before collision is its mass m2 and its velocity u2. So the value is m2 u2. Once again, momentum before collision for marble 1 is m1 u1 and for the marble 2 it is m2 u2. Now let us move to the momentum after collision. Momentum after collision. For marble 1 it is m1 v1. So mass remains same as m1. But after collision, the velocity is v1. So momentum is m1 v1. Then similarly for the marble 2, momentum after collision is m2 v2. Okay, let us move to the third row. Change in momentum. Change in momentum. What is change in momentum? In general, what is the change in any value? Final value minus initial value. So here change in momentum will be final momentum minus initial momentum. So in case of marble 1, it is m1 v1 minus m1 u1. Okay, m1 v1 minus m1 u1. Similarly, the change in momentum for the marble 2 is m2 v2 minus m2 u2. m2 v2 minus m2 u2. Right. Now, the rate of change of momentum. What is rate? What is rate? Per second, per unit time is called rate. So, whenever you divide by time, it is called rate. So, rate of change of momentum. So, the change in momentum divided by the time taken is the rate of change of momentum. So, for marble 1, the rate of change of momentum is, write in the numerator change in momentum, that is m1 v1 minus m1 u1 divided by, in the denominator, write time t. So, m1 v1 minus m1 u1 by t. And similarly, for the second marble, rate of change of momentum will be m2 v2 minus m2 u2 divided by T. From the Newton's third law of motion, action is equal to minus reaction. Action is equal to minus reaction. So force on marble 1 by marble 2 is equal to minus of force on marble 2 by marble 1. So force is nothing but a rate of change of momentum. Who says? Newton's second law says. So force is a rate of change of momentum. So force on marble 1 will be rate of change of momentum of marble 1. So write down m1v1 minus m1u1 divided by T, that is equal to minus of, on the right hand side, force on marble 2. Force on marble 2 means rate of change of momentum of marble 2. So bring the value from table 2. It is m2v2 minus m2u2 divided by T. Right? Now both the sides you can cancel the denominator T. T can be cancelled, then you get m1v1 minus m1u1 is equal to minus of m2v2 minus m2u2. So let us multiply with the minus sign, negative sign on the RHS side. You get the total equation as m1v1 minus m1u1 is equal to minus m2v2 plus m2u2. We multiplied with the negative sign to the two terms in the bracket. Okay, now let us shuffle the terms. So v terms one side, u terms one side. So from the above equation, m1v1 I will write as it is. Now I will bring the minus m2v2 from RHS side to the LHS side. So it was a minus on the RHS side. So now it becomes plus. So I will write a plus m2v2, that is equal to, bring the minus m1u1 from LHS side to the RHS side. Now it becomes plus. So m1u1 plus m2u2, the last term, it is there in RHS side. Write it as it is. Now let us shuffle the RHS and LHS. You can write m1u1 plus m2u2 is equal to m1v1 plus m2v2. I repeat, m1u1 plus m2u2 is equal to m1v1 plus m2v2. Now observe the terms carefully. Observe the terms carefully. On LHS side, m1u1 plus m2u2. What are these two terms? m1u1 is the momentum of the first marble before collision, and m2u2 is the momentum of the second marble before collision. So these two terms are momentums of marble 1 and marble 2 before collision. So we can write total momentum before collision. Total means here there are two terms only, two bodies only. So marble 1, marble 2, momentum of marble 1 plus momentum of marble 2 means total momentum before collision is equal to, similarly on RHS side, the m1v1 plus m2v2 is the total momentum after collision. After collision, the momentum for first marble is m1v1 and momentum for the second marble is m2v2. So m1v1 plus m2v2 is nothing but the total momentum after collision. This is called law of conservation of momentum. Let us write this statement for conservation of momentum. In the absence of a net external force on the system, the momentum of the system remains unchanged. I repeat, in the absence of a net external force on the system, the momentum of the system remains constant. So, as an example, here we have taken a two-body system. There is a collision before collision, velocity of m1 is u1 and velocity of m2 is u2. So their momentums will be m1 u1 plus m2 u2. And after collision, velocity of m1 is v1 and velocity of m2 is v2. So the momentums will be m1 v1 and m2 v2. So the statement meaning is total momentum before collision is equal to total momentum after collision. In other words, m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Let us do an activity. This is a plastic pipe arranged as shown here. At the middle it is horizontal and at its edges it is a bit elevated. Now take 6 identical marbles, means same shape and same mass, and arrange it on the horizontal portion of this plastic tube. Take one marble and release from one end of the track. It gets momentum and hits the remaining 5 marble stack. So this marble stops and in turn the marble on the other end starts moving. Observe it carefully. This is according to law of momentum. Before collision, the momentum is P plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, that is equal to P, and after collision, the total momentum is 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus P, that is equal to P. So total momentum before collision is equal to total momentum after collision. Now let us do the experiment with 2 marbles. If you release 2 marbles, instead of these 2 marbles, the 2 marbles on the other end are moving. So this is according to law of conservation of momentum. Let us take the momentum, total momentum. Before collision, 2 are moving, so momentum is 2p, and after collision, momentum is 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus p, that is equal to 2p. So total momentum before collision is equal to total momentum after collision. Now let us do the experiment with 3 marbles. If you release 3 marbles, these 3 marbles comes to rest and the other 3 marbles starts moving. So some error is there here. So let us see the total momentum. So P plus P plus P plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 equal to 3P. And after collision, 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus P plus P plus P equal to 3P. However, the total momentum is constant. That is, total momentum before collision is 3P and total momentum after collision is 3P. Okay. So in case 1, case 2 and case 3, we have verified that total momentum before collision is equal to total momentum after collision. Okay, this is all for now. We'll meet in next class. Till then, take care. Thank you.